Hi and welcome to this highly anticipated unboxing and first hands-on review of the Bobo VR Z5. My name is Sebastian and this channel is called Daydream District, bringing you the latest and greatest of Daydream VR. So if this is your first time here and you would like to stay up to date about anything Daydream VR, consider subscribing. So let's get into this unboxing here. As you can tell, it's another outdoor unboxing here on my terrace. And the Bobo VR Z5 arrived here in Dortmund, Germany, a bit, well, how would I say it, damaged, or, well, the box is not perfectly alright anymore, but that's fine since it came all the way from China. I'm so happy to have it here now. Here on the top left you have this seal which shows us that we have an authentic Bobo VR Z5, which is important. Of course, the company had to deal with lots of piracy. The Bobo VR Z4 was available as very cheap knockoffs, so good, we have the original Bobo VR Z5 here. On the back of the box again we have the features of this device, and just like on the website we have this funny Chinglish, the mix of Chinese and English, like for example 720 degrees surrounded sound and so on and so forth. But that's not so important as long as the headset is great. So let's get to open this box now. So let me check from which side I should open this. No, probably not from here. No, that is actually, no, this should be the bottom. No, let me open it up from the other side. Yep, here should be the right side. And now let me open this. Okay, great. So here's the manual in English. And it tells us how to use the headset and the motion controller. Again, well, for the English, Bobo VR, please do hire one English speaking guy who helps you with all your English text on the website, in the manual, and yeah, it will probably only cost you a few $100s, but it will be worth it, believe me. Okay, I'm going to check this out more later. Then we have this piece of cloth to clean it. But now, let's check out the Bobo VR Z5. And here it is. And here is the motion controller. But now, let me check this device here. Okay, it is light. And oh my goodness, this is real fabric. This is a big surprise because I thought actually it was some kind of rubbery material, but no, it is fabric, just like the Daydream View, just like the original Google headset. Oh, this is a surprise indeed. So this is the front cover, the place where you put your Daydream ready phone. And the great thing is it doesn't cover the whole phone, only a part, so there's better ventilation and it's better against overheating. Now, this knob here is for the IPD adjustment, something that we don't have in the Daydream View at all. That is great news for all the people whose eyes are further away from each other than the norm, because now you can adjust it. And here are the earphones, and you can also adjust your position so you can just fit them exactly over your ears. And here's the head ring. So this will carry most of the weight of the device, just like the PSVR, and I'm very much looking forward to try this out for you in this video to find out if this is really more comfortable than the Daydream View. Here are some knobs, you have to pull them out and you can adjust for the size of this head ring. So if you have a bigger head, like I do for example, you can perfectly adjust it to fit your head. So this is very, very promising, and again, I cannot wait to try it out in this video, so stay tuned and watch the whole thing. But now look at the lenses, because what I'm doing right now, I'm adjusting the IPD. So with this knob here, you can adjust the IPD and well, you will bring the lenses closer to each other or further away from each other. And here, this is the focus wheel. So great news for all the people who are wearing glasses and who don't want to wear glasses when in VR. You can totally adjust the focus here. So lots of things that you can adjust here and that you cannot adjust in the original Google Daydream View. And well, we will find out how comfortable this is, how well this works in Daydream VR, and if it's worth it to purchase this for around $55 US from AliExpress in China. So here, this is the Bobo VR Z5 Daydream motion controller, and well, my first impression, it's around the size of the original Daydream View, so it's not bigger like the HippieVod. It's very similar. You also have the USB-C here, and well, of course you have the touchpad here, and you can click it, of course, and you have the app button and the home button. Everything is the same. Clicking feels fine. Here's the volume controls. Yeah, so very straightforward. It looks a bit different. The design looks good, actually. I like it. So we only have to check out if this really works in Daydream, and of course you're going to find it out in this video. Okay, so the Bobo VR Z5 has been officially unboxed by Daydream District, and now I'm taking this back to the studio and I'm going to try this out for the very first time, and I'm going to check out, is this comfortable and does this work together with Daydream? Hi and welcome to the studio now. I have just unboxed the Bobo VR Z5 and I'm very excited to try this on for the very first time and to let you know how it wears. First of all, I would like to tell you my first impressions again. Well, the build quality is absolutely nice, and what I'm especially surprised about is that this is not plastic, but this is actually fabrics, just like the original Daydream View. So this came as a surprise for me. And well, now let me tell you how this video is going to go down. I'm going to try this on now for the very first time without the phone and without Daydream, just to let you know what I think about how well this wears. Then I'm going to put in the phone, the Pixel XL, and see if it's automatically supported, if there's really built-in Daydream support or not. Then I'm going to run Daydream, check out the controller, and play a game or any app to let you know if it works or not. Okay, that's how it's going to go down. But first of all, now here, this is very new. The lens protections are still on, and I'm going to pull them off now here. Can you see that? So here, this is off, and the other eye as well. So now I'm going to put this on for the very first time, and I will let you know my initial impressions. First of all, this is very light. This is really light, very comparable to the Daydream View. And well, additional, we have here the earphones, and we have this strap, which is much nicer than the original one. This is more like the PSVR, and I really like how the PSVR wears. So I'm still very excited to try this on. And now I'm going to try this on for the very first time. So let's check this out. Wow, wow, this feels great. This feels so good. Okay, this is incredibly comfortable, and I haven't even adjusted the band. Let me adjust the band now. Okay, let me make it a bit more stronger. So I have to pull these knobs out, and then I can turn them. Wow, incredible. So this must look very funny now without the phone, but this is now only a test. And we have much less light leakage like the original Daydream View, which is good. And we should have a much better ventilation for the phone here. since the phone will be stuck in here. Okay, great. Well, I can just tell you this feels fantastic. This feels really good. And well, it feels like very secure thanks to this strap, which you can adjust. Yes? Okay. So my initial feeling for this feels much more comfortable than the original Daydream View. So of course I have to test it for a longer period of time, but simply this setup here, like the PlayStation VR, is a big plus. Okay, let me get this off again. Wow. Okay. Wow. This is nice. This is really good. Yeah. Okay. So next, in this test here, I should try it with. I should try to put in the Pixel XL and see if automatically this headset gets recognized via NFC. So if this was an original Daydream headset, which should have been sanctioned by Google, then I suppose this should happen, and it should have a NFC built in here that tells my Pixel, hey, I'm a Bobo VR Z5 Daydream compatible headset, and now please play along well with me. So that's what should happen. If that does not happen, then this should not be officially sanctioned by Google. So how does it work? Well, here is this kind of flap, and you simply stick the phone into it. And the great thing about this setup is that there is much more ventilation going on, and the phone should not overheat as fast as it does with other headsets. So now let me try this out with you. So let me simply connect. If I hold my phone close to the Bobo and there's an NFC chip, automatically the Daydream app should start. So let's try this out. No, nothing starts here. And what if I put it into it? So the phone fits very nicely into, the Pixel XL fits very nicely into the Bobo VR Z5, but as you can tell, the Daydream app does not start at all. That is really unfortunate, and that simply means that this is not an official Google sanctioned headset. So what does that mean for you? Well, you can still use Daydream on it. However, you will need to have the original Daydream View and pair your phone with the original Daydream View headset in order to play all the apps, like especially Netflix, because Netflix, it requires you to have the Daydream View headset. For the other apps and games, probably it's fine, and you can simply find the Bobo VR Z5 QR code and scan it, and then you can also use the Daydream apps. But it's kind of a hack, right? So this is a bit unfortunate. So, but if you have the Daydream View, it should be fine. And I'm going to test it out for you right now. So, I'm going to start the Daydream app now, and I'm going to try out this controller here. This controller, which comes with the Bobo VR Z5. So let's see if that works. So now let's change to VR. Here we are. Let me start the Daydream app. Okay. Place your phone into the Daydream headset. So I'm doing this right now. I'm putting it into the headset. Okay. I'm adjusting now the focus. Okay, that works very nice. And now, to get started, aim forward and hold the home button. Yep, it works. Okay, it works perfectly. That's great. So, the controller works perfectly here. Okay. Let me just control if you see what I see. Yes. Okay, that looks good. Let me just adjust the focus wheel a bit. Yeah, okay, this is very sharp now. And okay, great. So does this have a larger FOV, you will ask yourself? A larger field of view, and yes, it has a larger field of view for sure. I don't know if it's 120 degrees, I can just tell you it is a larger FOV than what we have in the Daydream View. Let me adjust this a bit, okay. Okay, yeah. This looks very nice. Okay, yeah, darknet, I still have to try this out. But now let's try Gunjack here. So I'm going to play a bit Gunjack 2 now with the controller and with the Bobo VR Z5, and I'm going to let you know how it looks like and how it feels to play this. Let's see if it works now. Yes, okay. Okay, good. Yeah, it does have better FOV. Absolutely. You don't feel like you're looking through a periscope.
Then he says, how do I take a leak in this thing?
Still not funny. Come on! No, it isn't funny. Nothing on this damn rig ever works.
Hey now, easy. What did Couper ever do to you?
You mean besides?
So I can tell you that it looks good.
How do you not remember?
And, well,
Started as
let's see how it feels while playing this game and using the Bobo VR Z5 controller.
You know, I'm starting to think this asteroid belt isn't worth the effort.
This is what? The fourth attack in 3 days?
I said, let him come. We're ready for him. My car is battery functional. Only 2 months
So I can also tell you that the earphones, you can adjust them and put them directly over your ears, which is very comfortable. And yeah, cool. I will have to check them out more in detail, because now I'm streaming this, so I don't hear anything on these earphones. So I'm going to check this out with you after I take this video. Okay, so the controller seems to work perfectly fine. Absolutely, it's picking up every movement here.
Don't forget, activate your shield to block enemy fire. like they're backing up.
That makes a nice change. Clean them up. Let's get back inside ASAP.
Trav, I just lost my primary gyro stabilizer.
Can you move? Shoot?
Well, yeah, but
Then quit your belly aching. Kill me some pirates.
Okay, so I also want to try to play this game with the original Daydream View, just to get a feeling what is the difference for the field of view here. So now at this moment I'm trying to remember what I can see in the peripheral vision. So if I'm now playing, I can definitely see both of the cannons, right and left. And I'm trying to remember now until which point I can see them. So yeah, I can definitely see them both until until more than the red and these red things here. So I'm going to try to change it now to the Daydream View. Okay, so now here we are with the original Daydream View. And let's also start Ganjik 2.
Easy. What did Kuber ever do to you?
You mean besides almost get us all killed? How do you not remember?
Okay, so the difference is,
Started as a ship.
for the Daydream View, the focal length and everything is exactly it perfectly fits for this headset. So when you turn around, it just looks very natural. And for the Bobo VR Z5, it's a bit off because you're using the Daydream View settings for the Bobo VR Z5. So it's a bit off, and I wish that Bobo VR Z5 could provide us with the perfect QR code so that we would not have this problem. There was no QR code in the Bobo VR Z5 package. I'm going to look again if I find something, but I haven't seen this right now. So for the view, well, you know, you have the strap and you press it against your face, and well, it's not so comfortable. But of course, it is perfectly adjusted to this headset, the phone right now, so that is definitely a plus. And yeah, for the peripheral vision now, no, it's not as good. So I definitely cannot see as much as I saw before when I was using the Bobo VR Z5. Let me compare that. No, I could definitely see more.
Activate your shield to block enemy fire.
Yeah.
looks like they're back.
Yeah, absolutely. The FOV is bigger in the Bobo VR Z5. However,
Get back inside.
this does look more natural since it's perfectly suited to the Daydream View. So you do get more FOV, but you do have a problem that it's not perfectly adjusted, that your phone is not perfectly adjusted to your Bobo VR Z5 because it thinks it is in the Daydream View. So let me go back now to the Bobo VR Z5.
I have it down. I can't get this.
Engineering cut their hands full.
Yeah,
Cover 7 sectors.
Sorry, boss. No can do.
definitely a bigger FOV, but when turning around, it feels a bit off as compared to the Daydream View. So we do need this QR code, which will make it work perfectly together with the Bobo VR Z5. So this is my first hands-on with the Bobo VR Z5 and with the motion controller from the Bobo VR Z5, and it works fantastic. It works just as good as the Daydream motion controller. For the headset, it does not get recognized by your phone, by your Daydream compatible phone as an official Daydream headset. So I suppose this is not officially sanctioned by Google, and when you put your Pixel or your Daydream ready phone inside, well, nothing happens. So it's not like the Daydream View where your phone automatically knows that now it's connected with a headset. So if you have your phone already connected with the Daydream View and then you put it inside, of course you can use all the apps like Netflix and all the other apps. However, if you don't have the Daydream View and you get this as your first device, you might get into problems running apps like, for example, Netflix, who request the Daydream View headset. So this you have to be very, very aware of. Other than that, well, it has a bigger FOV, field of view. You see more. It's more immersive. There's less light leakage. However, if you use the Daydream View settings, you will feel just a tiny bit off. And that's because this headset has different specs than the Daydream View. Of course, it's a different headset. So what happens when you put your your phone into the Daydream View, it will automatically adjust the picture to the Daydream View. And then if you use these settings in this headset, something will be wrong. So what we all will need is the perfect QR code for the Bobo VR Z5 that tells your device, your phone, what kind of specs this headset has to optimize the VR experience. And so far, I haven't seen that QR code in the box. I will later look again to try to find it, but that, of course, we still need it from Bobo VR. And I've just checked again. No, there is absolutely no QR code for the Bobo VR Z5 in the box. So I will have to ask Bobo VR to provide me with one, and then I will check it again in a more in-depth review. So far, I can just tell you this is a great headset. This is a great headset. It's light. It has a bigger FOV than this of the Daydream View, and well, it's very comfortable thanks to this strap, and absolutely this is definitely the best third-party headset that I have so far tested and that I have had in my hand so far. Again, the motion controller works just as expected. In the very first moment when I connected it to the USB-C, there was no light here on this LED whatsoever, but don't worry, just wait for 10 minutes or so and then this light will start to light up. So you have to have a bit of patience. Yeah, cool. So very happy with this device, and I'm very much looking forward to try it out more. And once I get more information from Bobo VR about which QR code to use, I will get back to you with a more in-depth review. But until now, that's it. If you have any questions about the Bobo VR Z5, please leave them in the comment section below. So thanks a lot for watching, and I'm looking forward to give you more information, looking forward to give you an in-depth review of the Bobo VR Z5 here on Daydream District. But now, keep on daydreaming and see you in the next video.